What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another more Pegasus video. And in this one, Ethan just exposed Hasan big time. Makes you curious on what he exposed Hasan of this time. Is it terrorist support? That's for sure, because everyone knows that's what he does. Now, before we fully get into this, make sure you guys check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. If you don't know what W is, they are an energy drink supplement company that helps smaller creators get sponsorships and all of that. They have multiple different flavors and shakers and all of that. Go check them out. Let me know how you feel. I get a little bit of kickback for it. Helps me and my channel and everything out. So go check them out. Use my code, and link and all that will be in the comment section below. It'll be the pinned comment. If I sound funny, I have allergies going on. It's spring up where I'm at, and oh man, it's making my nose go crazy. So let's get into this and see how this goes.
Welcome back to a series so comical, even Shoulder Pad Piker subscribed.
Shit.
In today's video, Hasan is back and he's very mad at his haters for constantly pointing out his lies. You are welcome. He claims he doesn't understand why people hate him. Innocent butterfly, of course. He claims the real reason people don't like
okay
him
with
is
October
because
7
they
grapes.
hate black people and brown people, and he
Yep.
is their defender. Mr. White Savior here. Ethan has exposed Hasan and his apparent grandpa for being a ruthless capitalist owning 30 houses and doubling a tenant's rent in order to kick them out.
Wait, he owns 30, or like his family does? I mean, I know his mom's a realtor or some shit, so that kind of makes sense.
Ethan is calling out politicians for campaigning
And
with
wait, didn't Hasan also have that like little speech of like being pissed off at like landlords raising the rent on their renters, and then he said that, you know, the capitalist bloods need to run in the streets? Did he mean his mom and his family? I bet not.
Hasan has responded claiming he doesn't like attention and doesn't like going outside,
And
but he
yet
does
he
it
does
for the people.
content
DGen
creation.
streamer Bonnie has been exposed after
Pedo.
a clip went viral of her admitting to sleeping with a minor. She was
Yep, the pedo. Like, I don't give a shit what age she was. I don't care if she was 18, 19, or 20 having sex with a 16-year-old. Pedo. Like, if a dude is going to sit there and get hit with the label as pedo and sit there and, like, literally get his life and career and shit ruined, despite the fact that, like, they might do the same thing or less, or no proof at all, this lady literally admitted it. Pedo. Anyone protecting her? Pedo protectors.
talking about taking advantage of her unique opportunity and mentions an innocent 16-year-old. Yuck. Debunker XUC has responded, calling out her friend Cinna for dismissing the allegations while canceling others for much less.
Yeah, hypocrite.
Master of Demon Time, Miskiff, has jumped into the drama. Subscribe or you boot up again.
Oh, you know he's definitely going to take advantage of this, considering the fact that, like, Senna decided to betray him for Emiru or whatever over that stupid drama.
Game of Roblox and encounter Diddy Piker. You're cocked.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back, everybody. So Hasan, small head shoulder pad biker, is back mauling at his haters again. Particularly people
Every day.
who cover him extensively and call out his lies. I wonder who that could be, of course. Right, Hasan on his haters. I will never understand why. They hate me because they hate immigrants, bruh.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So is he admitting that he's not a United States citizen and he's an immigrant? Because when he was born here, his parents took him and like went back to Turkey for 18 years. So in my opinion, the dude should be denaturalized and kicked out of the country.
And I don't know why people... I will never understand why when someone fucking hates me, they don't just like hate me this much. Okay?
You're a piece of
They
shit.
don't just like give up and move on to other shit. They go crazy for the rest of their lives. Like it
I wouldn't say
dramatically
crazy. It's
alters
just you're a piece of
their
shit.
trajectory.
You're a lying
Where
sack of
every
shit.
waking moment is another opportunity to just be like, oh, I can get one off on them. Because you respond. No, even when I don't respond. I mean, I didn't respond for fucking months, right? Like you can't say that about
Just get off the internet, dude. No one will like. You're irrelevant after that. Just get off the internet.
most of my fucking haters, right? It's just confirmation bias. No, but it's there are plenty of people that I never talk about, which I'm not going to bring up right now. But actually, the overwhelming majority of my psychosexual relationship, that like one-sided psychosexual relationship, that like a lot of my
The fact that this dude brings up psychosexual, it's like, you have two 50-year-old ladies who nothing but talk positively about you, despite you having some very horrific standpoints on, sexual autonomy towards women. And one of them being a very inappropriate comment about Miley Cyrus when she was literally 16 years old. Yeah, disgusting pervert. The fact that you supposedly slept with a minor in Germany, pervert. The fact that you literally have weird articles that you pay people to write about you to over sexualize you, pervert. The fact that you called a transsexual, like 50 something odd year old person, like hot. I mean, that's also gross. But hey, teach their own. So you really give people lots of fuel, especially when you talk about hypersexualization. Dude, really? Really?
stalker ass haters have are never reciprocated with a response. Like there's nothing there at all, and they still do it.
Right. Okay, Hasan. We all know you love the legendary series. He's watching every episode.
More Pegasus made a dozen videos about you in the past few days. I love that guy. That guy is my favorite YouTuber, honestly.
Yeah, Hasan, people just don't like you because you're insufferable. Even
Yeah.
in this clip, you're
All
saying
you
you
do is
have
lie.
psychosexual haters, which is a term that your biggest fan and biggest simp, Taylor Lorenz, just made up. She randomly said that Ethan has a psychosexual obsession with you. In fact, let me break it down, Hasan. Let me tell you why you have this unique problem where you have some dedicated haters. Well, first off, it's just very easy to farm you for money and views. I mean, I've been doing
Yeah.
it for a year now, right? So it's just pretty fucking easy. As for the viewers, I mean, the pipeline goes, initially you hate Hasan for some viral clip, right? Oh my god, this guy shocked his dog. What the heck? You know, I naturally hate animal abusers. I probably like dogs, so therefore I hate Hasan. Simple as that. But then you get into the rabbit hole, right? You encounter some more things. Potentially you encounter the legendary series, and you realize, wait a minute, guys, this is the surface. This is the tip of the iceberg. Shocking his dog is the portion that is above the water, right? Most of it, you know, the colossal amount of trash this guy is said and done, that's below the water. It's submerged.
The fact he's
and then
not
after
been
seeing your
arrested or
50th
investigated
Hasan
yet is
Piker
insane.
clip, you realize, wait a minute, Hasan is basically everything wrong with society, right? He just embodies so many bad characteristics. The virtue signaling, the unbelievable hypocrisy, you know, being a socialist, LARPing as a multimillionaire, the comically evil things he says, where he pretends to care about women and then denies atrocities happening. The terrorist support, but while being this woke LGBT supporter, it just makes no sense. Not to mention the narcissism, the pathological lying, and then you just learn a few more things to hate. And then you realize, wait a minute, this dude is actually just a villain.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
just
a
overall
specific
unlikable.
cartoon character who has been put on Earth for our amusement. The ultimate lol cow. And why would we give up when we're winning? You're the one who should give up, bro. Give it a rest. You don't want to be a villain for the rest of your life. Just retire from streaming. Shock your dog in peace. So then he says that he doesn't understand the hate and that when he hates people, he doesn't think about them.
And I just don't understand it. I don't know why. I mean, hate is a strong word. I hate all of you. There are some I would use it for, right? I hate the morally repugnant worldview of many Republicans, many reactionaries.
Dude, you are
right?
morally like just an idiot.
I don't think about
You
them
have
at
no
all.
morals.
Like there's never a moment where I'm thinking about Ben Shapiro, right? I'm never, in my mind, I'm never like, oh God, I hate Ben Shapiro. In my mind, I hate Randy Fine. I don't talk about Randy Fine all that much. I don't think about Randy Fine all that much.
You couldn't
right?
hate Rick
There are
Scott.
a lot of like repulsive, racist, white nationalists, white supremacists, neo-Nazi, ultra.
Dude, you hate Jews. I would say you're a neo-Nazi. You're like anti-Jew big time. You're a neo-Nazi, so you have no room to talk about anybody being a neo-Nazi.
Zionists. There's varying degrees of hatred that I have. I don't know. I feel like there's no way to live life.
Bro, you literally think about Asmongold all day, every day.
It's like, dude,
what are
there's
you
no
on
way to live
about?
life.
Hasan doesn't think about his haters, guys. He only mentions them for several hours on
His whole channel is based around hating people and groups of people and then putting every person who sits there with a title in that group. Doesn't even care about their personal politics.
stream basically every single day. Literally cries about them nearly every video and goes, yeah, I don't even know these haters. I don't even know they exist, to be honest. Also hilarious that a 34-year-old absolutely miserable man is going, oh yeah, that's no way to live life.
Right.
Look at your life, bro. You're absolutely having the worst time ever. You sit on your
Exactly.
ass 10 hours a day, streaming to a bunch of psycho budding aspiring terrorists. And the cherry on top is that you hate your own fan base. You
Yep,
can't
yes,
even
he does.
stand them. You constantly melt down. You say that they woke scold you. You hate how woke they are, even though you're the one who made them that way. They're
Right.
literally just emulating you. Somehow, despite having all these resources and all this free time, you are the most miserable person. Meanwhile, most of your haters don't really take life so seriously, right? Personally, I just make fun of a regard on the internet for a couple hours and call it a day. And
There
I
you
don't
go.
know about you, for me, it's a wonderful way to live. I'm loving this, to be honest. Wait, so then the Diddy Piker logic comes out. He says that people don't actually hate him, but they hate immigrants and minorities instead.
Even though he's the one who
And
hates
in
immigrants
order
and
to get
minorities.
to them, they use Hasan as a proxy and hate him instead.
Yeah, this dude, Hassan, has literally said he doesn't care what black people think. He called that old Asian lady some very colorful names just because she denounces communism. He's literally said very, very racial things about Jews, about Israeli people. He said it about freaking a lot of different people. A lot.
I'd much rather have them hate you if they didn't hate immigrants instead of. Yeah, but that's not how that works. The
Oh
reason
my
why they hate
god.
me is because they hate immigrants, and I'm constantly defending immigrants.
Why don't you go
Really?
back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions?
The reason why they hate
You're an
me
idiot.
is because they hate, black people, brown people,
You hate black
Jewish
people and brown
I
people.
don't give a fuck what black people care about.
I defend all of these people, so they
No, you
hate
don't.
me as a vector. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD, asshole. Fuck you. It's a multifaceted approach. It's not a wonder that, not a surprise that there are so many different ideologies out there. Where,
Dude,
where
you are
people will just
so
like
retarded.
find one thing to fucking despise and hold on to it and cherish it and let it manifest, let it fester in their souls.
At least they have souls, Hasan. You're just a soulless fucking ghoul, aren't
Yeah, he definitely, like, he sounds so just done with all of it. He sounds like just miserable as all hell.
ya? Also, here he is giving me yet another reason to dislike you. He goes, oh yeah, why do I have all these haters? Maybe because you open your mouth, man. Actually, people only hate me because they hate minorities.
Yeah,
They
that's
just hate
so
black
dumb.
people and brown people. Oh, brother, shut the hell up, bro. We all know what Hasan thinks about minorities.
Right?
This refugee, okay? Seriously, fuck this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever. Like,
It never gets old. It never gets old. You gotta keep replaying the clips. It's just hilarious. The hypocrisy, you know? Also, Mr. Defender of Minorities here. I don't know, Hasan. I don't really feel very defended. I feel like you actually look down on certain groups of people
Yeah.
because you think they're inferior, right? Hasan
Exactly.
thinks that they're so stupid and so incapable that they need him to like defend them, to protect them. Oh, the great Hasan
Yeah,
will
millionaire
usher in
Nepo baby.
communism. He will be the white savior of the entire world, or brown savior at this point. God knows, you know, fucking Schrodinger's Turk here, you know. Depends on the day. I don't know. What day is it, guys? He's only brown on Tuesdays and
He's
Thursdays.
only brown on
But yeah, you
Tuesdays.
know what? I'll excuse the black people, brown people, whatever. I think the most comical one there is Jewish people. There's
Right.
no fucking way this guy is going, I defend Jewish people.
Yeah, exactly.
Buddy, what? You
does
literally
not.
support 3 different terrorist groups who want to end all of the peoples, you know? You
He would be the equivalent of like Hitler saying, "Oh yeah, I love Jews. It's not like I'm putting them in death camps." That's basically him, other than death camping people.
openly support them 10 toes down.
Yep.
The most openly anti-Semitic
You
dude
can't sit
here
there and
is
say that you
talking, going,
support
I
Jews
save
when
the
you
Jewish
want
people,
Jews
I
to be
defend
killed
the
by
Jew-"
terrorists.
Okay, buddy, shut the fuck up already. Insufferable. Here we have another reason to hate Hasan. Every episode, there's a new reason to hate Hasan. People responded, we hate him because he's a LARPer and a dog torturer.
There you
Pretty
go.
accurate. It's actually insane how one-to-one he has modeled his rhetoric off of Trump. They're not really after me. They're after you. I'm just in the way. Yeah, I mean, doesn't he call Trump literally Hitler? And
Yep.
he's literally trying to take every single tactic from his playbook. Yeah, I guess he just really looks up to Trump then. He's the meme. Socialist. Look at the poor people, guys. I
Yeah.
said people hate you because you're a terrorist glazing Nepo baby social.
It was funny because the dude was literally wearing freaking communist gear while sleeping in first class on his plane.
Regard. You said America deserved 9/11. Take the hint and get the frick out of this country. Back to your parents, bozo.
There you
I
go.
didn't know Hasan was our savior. Of course, nobody did. Hasan is the literal god of this world. Jewish people. I defend all of these people. Really, Hasan? Really? Textbook
Yep.
definition of a sociopath. I hate him because of this. The classic.
Right.
Hasan is the most dishonest person on earth. You can't change my mind. I did say I was infamously
Yeah,
quoted
lying is
on the
okay.
Yeet account for saying Hasan might go down as one of the biggest liars in history.
Yeah.
Every word out of his mouth is just propaganda 24/7, and it never stops. Absolutely regarded. And we got a perfect depiction of Hasan here. Dog abuse and rampant misogyny. I can't imagine why someone would criticize him.
Right.
Moving on to Ethan exposing Hasan and apparently his grandpa for being a ruthless landlord. Now, this is particularly ironic considering he wanted the streets to run red with the blood of capitalists and landlords, so he was
Right.
threatening his own family here. Absolute lunatic.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
So
Yep.
it all started with his tweet. Swan Marcus recalls an extremely underrated Hasan moment. Underrated moment was when he went on a 5-minute rant about how the streets should run red with the blood of landlords, and then 5 days everyone found out his mom owns and manages commercial real estate. Then
Yeah.
we got Hasan's old tweets. Hasan's mom and grandfather are both ruthless landlords. Their MO is to find buildings that have rent renegotiation clauses after sale so they can buy for cheap and double the rent on existing tenants. A large part
That
of
sounds
their
about right.
portfolio is small shopping centers full of family-run businesses too. Right, so Ethan shares some clips from Hasan Piker's landlord side of the family. Hasan's family actually made an enormous fortune flipping homes, and he's linked this clip.
Thing we did with you when on the one summer I told you to maybe buy foreclosure houses, and you really put yourself in, and we bought the first house with you, and then in 2 years we bought and sold 30 houses. 30 houses.
Yeah, I
Houses.
forget that it was 30. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So, yeah, my dad is as his way, as you might be able to tell by now. My junior year at Penn, instead of getting a regular job, he says, we're going to do this foreclosure business. Now, we don't know how to do it.
Of course.
So it never stopped
And these
him
people say
before,
they're the
right?
voice
You
for
don't know
basic
anything.
people.
Right,
Penn
so
State,
he threw
really.
me into the fire, and I went around and I asked people, how do I do this? How do I value a house? How do I check its mortgages? And we figured it out together. And
Wouldn't this be
that
unfair
summer, I think
business
we bought
practices?
3 houses.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually 30 houses. And so anything is possible, and you taught me that, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm that crazy kid in the living room here in LA, and I decide I'm going to start a radio show.
There's no way 30 houses? Brother, what the fuck? This guy's a raging capitalist. That is
Yep.
diabolical. So wait a minute. You're telling me Hasan Piker goes, F these capitalist
Right.
landlords.
Right.
Let the streets run red with their blood.
That
Meanwhile,
should be
his
surprising.
own family.
Hasan,
30
lying
houses.
OP.
30. Bro, I don't know a single person in my entire life who owns 30 houses. Does anybody know anyone who
Nope.
owns 30 houses? That is ridiculous levels of wealth. And apparently it gets even worse.
Oh, geez.
Hasan's grandpa, giddy about doubling his new tenant's rent.
I gotta blow my nose.
If this building is sold, the new owner can renegotiate the lease. That is something unusual. That's beautiful. Is it true? I took to one of the lawyers, said, yeah, that's right. So I wrote a letter to the people. They were occupying almost 25, 30% of the building, and they were paying something like $3,400 a month. It's impossible. I wrote them a letter and said, that's it. Either you get out of the building, which is a big risk because if they get out, I'm in trouble. I'm finished. Or I'm increasing your money.
So basically, he used a terror tactic. He basically used fear of homelessness to these people to get them to pay more money. Are you fucking serious?
The rent to that time around 6,800 or something like that. Maybe
You raised
almost
it
twice
double?
as much. He said, "You are crazy." I said, "Okay, it's your turn. You do it." He took me to.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, that is some textbook evil capitalist shit, right? If you wanted to turn people
Hey, Hasan Glazers, are you gonna now start going to Hasan and being like, "Hey, why is your grandfather all happy about raising rent, like double the rent on their tenants? Wouldn't you think like your people who are like supposed to be about other people would be charging less rent than most other landlords, right? Nope.
the socialists or communists, you show them this clip, right? You show them, okay, this is some evil shit. Are you actually kidding me? Bro is going, get out of the building or I'm doubling your rent. That is absolutely maniacal. So all this time Hasan has been talking shit. He's been talking about his own family, the wealth of which he used
Makes
growing
sense.
up, right? So Hasan is a product of capitalism. Also, my God, this completely throws the argument of I grew up poor, guys. That's
He
out
never
of the
grew up
window.
poor.
30 fucking houses, bro. He can never ever say again that he grew up poor, bro. It's so good. It's actually so good. You cannot write fiction this good. Real life is better than any story you could possibly come up with. 30 houses. Oh my lord. I still
Fucking
can't get over it.
ridiculous.
Damn, Hasan's whole family is full of Turkish colonizer capitalist landlords.
There you go.
Generational wealth from property flips create tenant struggles.
Yep.
Instead of getting a regular job, my dad gave me hundreds and thousands of dollars to go flip houses. What a relatable guy.
Right?
His mom's Facebook showing her landlord business.
Oh my God,
Every
it's
insult
fat.
or attack from Hasan is a projection, and you know exactly what that means with him calling people PDFs. No,
Right?
you don't understand. He's an oppressed minority with 30 houses. Doesn't his brother work for Boeing or Lockheed Martin or something? I have no idea. Can't get his communist drip without profiting off the plebs. No, guys, he said he grew up poor. He said so. No, the thing is the rich people. He's talking about the rich. You know, the people who have 31 houses. 30 houses is basically middle class, if you ask me. I don't know, like, that's not really rich if you really think about it, right? This is the biker compassion the family is known for.
Yep.
Doubling his tenants' rent.
Yep.
Wanting to neck your own family who literally made him rich from birth is next level psycho. Maybe he wants to cover up that he's in fact a giant Nepo baby millionaire. He advocated for the death of his own family members. That's just crazy. Dear Ethan Klein and his incel followers, literally majority female fan base. Nice. My family owns real estate and rent homes and similar. I still think landlords are a piece of shit leeches, and I've told them that to their faces. And Ethan is one of those said leeches, on top of being Zionist scum. I guess so.
So
I guess they'll only get mad when you get to 31 houses. That's the threshold,
So
guys. I don't
it's
make
totally
up the
okay
rules.
for Hasan's family.
Moving on
Exactly
to
my
Ethan
point.
calling out this Abdul guy for campaigning with Hasan. Basically, somebody asked him to disavow Hasan's statements, and he refused. Ethan calls out this politician for directly campaigning with Hasan and then saying it's similar to debating on Rogan when asked to comment on Piker's views.
Well, are there any views that Hasan holds that you would disavow while you're with him right now?
I'm not here to disavow people's views. I'm here to have a conversation about how to get money out of politics, put money back in pockets, and pass Medicare for all. That's the conversation that folks
Pass
here
Medicare
listen
for
to.
all? You mean
This whole
illegals?
gotcha game, platform policing, cancel culture, I thought we were over it. I thought we lived through the whole discourse of should have gone on Rogan. And there's a lot that I would look
Dude,
at what Rogan said
you
that I
would
disavow.
jail
So
Jewish
I'd still go on his
people
show.
and Christians if you had the
So
power.
I just think that we need to get over this if we're serious about winning elections. At the end of the day, not everybody reads Politico, as much as I know you wish and I wish that they did. Not everybody watches CNN, not everybody watches MS Now or Fox and Friends, which I did this morning, despite the fact that I disagree with them on, I don't know, almost everything when it comes to this war and the Trump administration. At the end of the day, though, I'm not leasing.
I bet you'd be for it if
I'm going
we were
on
attacking
podcasts to have
Israel.
Conversations about the kind of politics that we want to build. I think Hasan has built painstakingly a platform for folks who feel like they've been locked out of our politics.
Right, Ethan responded, nah, we ain't doing that. making a false equivalence between having a lively debate with someone you disagree with versus directly campaigning with someone who is expressly pro-terrorist and anti-American is a stain on your campaign. Which is a shame because Abdul seems like a smart and slick dude, but this is absolutely
a good talker.
not it.
That's all it is.
Well, yeah, this is obviously a cover-up, right? He's
cannot be a
purposely
politician.
missing the point. He goes, I don't support cancel culture. Shut the fuck up, bro. You probably just agree with Hasan Piker's views, right? Guys, I'm just trying to have a conversation. No, you fully support and endorse his insane views. This isn't an acquaintance that you randomly visit. This isn't someone you're having spirited debates with that, oh my God, okay, I'm going on this right-wing podcast. I'm going to debate them on their views. No, you're literally campaigning with him. You're supporting him. Also, the absolute irony. We're serious about winning elections. Collabing with Hasan Piker, the dog shocker. Yeah, surely that will get a bunch of votes from very reasonable people. These dumbass politicians, they will never learn. Clearly not watching the legendary series. I expressly warned everybody to not associate with Hasan. And this is what happens when you skip an episode. Your career is getting tanked. Piker is an election-winning machine for the Republican Party. Eric Beck, if the pathetic worm, like professional I'm gonna sue you loser says you are not it, the chances you are doing something right. The I'm gonna sue you loser, bro. Just because I guess he sued Noah Samson this time. I mean, normally if someone launched 4 lawsuits, you'd be like, oh, bro, you're suing everybody. But if it's against the Hasan orbiters, this is unironic way. Every single one of those were completely justified. Also, you calling anyone a pathetic worm when your entire full-time job is to make a bunch of tweets. Right, so Hasan responded saying that he actually campaigns with these politicians because he wants to do it for the people. The people need him, right? He's actually not doing it for himself, guys. He doesn't want to go outside. He doesn't want any attention. He didn't want to go to Cuba and flex in his outfit. They dragged him there. He does it for the people. He's trying to save the people. Hasan reveals the politician asked him to be on the campaign trail, not the other way around. Says he doesn't do collabs with political candidates to boost his own profile. That's literally exactly what you do.
Contrary to popular opinion, I'm a homebody. I like being at home base. It's not
and yet you went to China,
traveling around.
Cuba.
It fucks me up.
Really?
I'm tired. It ruins my diet. I can't work out. I'm not saying woe is me, but what a lot of these people think, especially in DC and everywhere else, they think that like, oh, Hasan is doing this to boost his own profile or whatever.
Yeah,
it's not the case. I'd be perfectly fine. My profile would be perfectly fine if I stayed my ass at home. Okay. Did I enjoy it personally? Sure. Is this something that I look forward to? I wouldn't say that. It's the same with candidate profiles, right? I don't really like doing candidate interviews and candidate profiles. I do it out of necessity.
Yeah, man, you're just not fooling anyone. Every single thing is about you. We all know you're the ultimate narcissist, right? The only reason he's actually going out there and talking to these politicians or even leaving his mansion is because it ups his status as this respected political commentator. He wants to be known as a literal messiah, right? That's why he goes to different countries and does like poverty prawn. Guys, look at the poor people. I'm peppering them with wads of cash like rice gum. Look, I totally changed this homeless man's life. No, I won't be giving him my $5,000 t-shirt. No, I need it. I need it to look swag. The only reason you do all this stuff is because it's all in support of your insane agenda. You want to push your communism, push your terrorism support everywhere, and you want to boost your own reputation. You even admitted why you do all these interviews, all these puff piece articles. You said that you do it for terrorism insurance, which is the most insane statement. Nobody else needs terrorism insurance.
I did times 100 last night, which I like to call terrorism insurance.
Yeah, the worst enemy of Hasan is literally his own mouth, guys. Look, I'm not a freak. I'm on this website. They're glazing me. Look.
The reason why I do it is because there are candidates who I trust. There are candidates who I like. There's
ironically, they're all
Muslim
and
or for a better future communist in this country. And I know a part of
they all hate America.
Goes through elections, okay? In order to build a movement, you have to have a multifaceted approach. I'm the one who fucking was like, Abdul, you have to have me on the campaign trail. Not realizing that he asked me. Again, it's crazy.
He asked me.
It's crazy that these people are just so fucking stupid about all this shit off
Yeah,
the
your
show.
followers?
I
Yeah,
condemn
they
your
are.
comments on 9/11.
Oh my god, that's Austin's show. That's the Hezbollah guy.
Let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my
Yeah.
favorite flag?
Yeah.
Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh.
What an absolute
Oh.
regard to be friends with Hasan. His
Yep.
terrorist buddies would literally have you dead. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, hopefully we never see Hasan's vision for America. God knows that's going to be absolutely horrible. Dude,
Yes, it will be.
is society actually going to get so crazy that this guy will eventually have political power? Am I
That'd be bad.
unironically fighting the future dictator here? Holy shit, imagine. But I'm sure that's not gonna happen, surely, right? Maybe in an alternate dimension. I feel like in our world, he's probably just gonna get arrested in the next few years.
New York put in
Hasan's
a Muslim
confidence
who
comes
hates
from the fact that
America
his
who
fan
just
base
blocked
has no
everybody for 4th
long-term
of July.
memory or short-term memory for that matter. It's okay, we will keep playing the clips until it's fucking lasered into their head. I
Right.
think he's trying to pander and look relatable by saying he's a homebody when he clearly is not one. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Exactly.
Hasan routinely goes and fights in the front lines of wars. You know, he gets shot by the police for
Plate carrier with no plates
doing
in it.
his brave activism, of course. Purposely runs in front of the bullets, tries to go into the crowd to get like a pepper ball or some shit. I say that it makes it 10 times worse if that guy asked Hasan to join his campaign. It would imply that he has seen and heard of Hasan's garbage terrorist takes and then thought, hey, I agree with him, so let me ask him to join me. All right, we gotta farm Eric some more. Yeah, well, no one heard the other guy until Hasan spoke up for him and raised the other guy's profile. Now all the haters are circling, even though Hasan is doing the right thing for the country.
Oh my
He's
God.
probably the only person talking
Really?
about more disadvantaged folk. Are
Really?
you one of the
Like who?
disadvantaged folk, Eric? Do you register yourself as mentally regarded? I
You
think you
should.
should, actually. I legit thought Pegasus was trolling with spotting you in every post talking about Hasan, but you literally glaze Hasan, man. That guy makes 99% of his videos on hating Hasan. Are we so different? Okay, first off, that is not accurate. 99% of the current videos. All
Yeah.
right, now if you take all the videos I've ever made, it's actually more like less than 10%, probably. I don't know. 300? I've definitely made more than 3,000 videos. Some are deleted, though, so you might not know. Maybe it's like 2,000 that are public. I don't know. He does it for the love of the game. You do it for validation that will never come. Hasan will never acknowledge you.
Exactly.
Dick riding Eric, always first on the scene.
There you
Good job,
go.
loser. Moving on to streamer Bonnie getting exposed for being a huge weirdo.
Yep.
Apparently she was talking about taking a minor's virginity. Now you may remember this girl as the piece of shit who was harassing an old couple on the street for walking, apparently. She could have
Oh,
easily
it was
just
this
walked
lady?
around them, but constantly started complaining because, you know, horrible streamer attitude.
Hello? Get out the way. Now we're stuck behind the slow couple again. Frick, get out the way. Hit the speed boost, hit the speed boost. I can walk faster than you. Why is he speeding up? Cookies. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Why are you always in my way? Jesus. Okay, perfect.
Well, anyways, now people are canceling her for a clip going viral. Shout out WestJet, fellow unemployed.
Massive day for the unemployed. Old footage exposed Body for being an Ava Chris Tyson, let's just say. Don't know who Body is? Me neither, to be honest. So this is Twitch streamer Body, who I believe is a
Pervert.
crossbreed between like Pokimane, Valkyrie, and Cinna.
But basically, like, he was actually 16. The body was 17. He lied to me. He was a virgin, and I took his virginity. But like at the time, my mentality was like, okay, I don't have
You're a
casual
pervert.
sex, but
You're a
this is
pervert.
like my only time to like have sex with somebody who's younger than me.
How old is she in
You're a
this clip?
pervert.
People have been saying 18, 21, 23.
I don't care.
If a male
I don't
streamer
care.
admitted this, they would have been banned from
Yep,
streaming and
exactly.
canceled.
Equality,
100%
bitch.
sure she would get away with
E-fucking-quality.
this because she is a woman. And that's true. Men do have it harder. Remember that chud, Call Me Carson? He had his life basically ruined because he was 19 with a
She should be taken
17-year-old
off
at the
the
time.
streaming
Do the cougar
platforms for
thing
admitting it.
and never see him again, and no one ever know about it.
Everyone
Just for, like,
knows.
the experience. But yeah, he was like some cute little 16-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, pervert.
The cougar thing, of
Pervert.
course. She just wanted to do it for the experience. Now, what?
See, the way I see it is, okay, if you're 18 and it was a 16-year-old, it's kind of whatever. Is it gross and weird that you're having sex with a minor? Yep. But 2 years difference, and they have that Romeo-Juliet law, which is stupid, but it only applies if women are the ones doing it. Like, no one sits there and bats an eye if an older woman gets with a younger dude, but if an older dude gets with a younger woman, he's automatically dubbed a pervert. A weirdo, or, you know, incapable of getting women their age or whatever. That's literally what it is. So it's like, if dudes are gross for it, women are gross for it. Either that or leave it the fuck alone. You can't sit there and have your cake and eat it too, kind of like thing. But for women, it's always that way, which is exactly why I'm gonna sit here and call this lady a pervert. She's a fucking pervert.
Did you mean by this? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but from that clip, it really seems like she's going, oh, this is my only time to sleep with someone younger than me,
Yeah.
who is a minor, who is a 16-year-old. Now, there's two things that are really important here. One was, what was her age at this time, right?
Don't care.
People are saying it's like between 18 to 22. Let's take...
If she was legally an 18-year-old, an adult, pervert. I don't care. Pervert. Because the way I see it is, if she was a man, that's what she would be called, a pervert. She'd be called a pedophile.
Best case scenario, she was 18 years old, right?
Don't care.
So the age gap is 2 years or whatever.
Don't care.
But the way she was saying it is still fucking weird. Of like, oh yeah, this is my only chance to do it. I'm gonna do it for the experience.
Like, don't care.
And I'm preying on this like
She knew it was wrong.
innocent, cute 16-year-old or whatever. She goes on to say that as well.
If a dude
but yeah,
did it,
in my
he'd be a
opinion, it's
pervert.
generally just a
He'd be
creepy
called a
ass thing to
pedophile.
say, and basically saying it's my one chance to sleep with a minor now or whatever, which is, I don't know. I feel like if a guy said this, it would be really bad, right? Now, I remember in the previous controversy, a bunch of the comments were pointing out that her past is also very weird. She was like this cam girl, something to do with old people, apparently. I don't really know. It's some weirdo shit that she's been desperately trying to wipe from the internet. By the way, crossbreed is crazy. But honestly, yeah, these people do look and sound the same. It is very disturbing. It's actually uncanny. I don't know. Right, so after this, basically then people started going after another streamer named Cinna. Essentially, she has roommates with her.
She's a hypocrite.
And she's also this wokey, apparently.
Hypocrite.
She was there in the whole Emiru drama. They were asking her about ICE as well. And she didn't really defend Emiru at all, despite being good friends, apparently. And she's the type who distances herself from bad people or edgy people or
Men.
whatever she deems as so.
Men.
But not when it's her approved friends, apparently.
She's sexist
Why are
as
you
fuck.
letting people talk shit about your roommate, brother? Like, I don't know how to say this to you.
How is she still living at your house with you, knowing that she admitted to being with a 16-year-old, like not dating, but fucking a 16-year-old? You should be kicking that bitch the fuck out of your house, or
I've already
moving.
talked about this off stream with her. You don't think if I haven't talked about it off stream, I don't know what's going on? It's on her at that point to deal with it, and she asked me not to. Like,
Hypocrite.
beyond that, I don't know why you think
You
I'm
wouldn't
being
be saying
a bad
this if she was a
friend.
man.
If she asked me to say something, then I'll say something.
You're a hypocrite.
If you don't, like, use your brain for a second. You know what
Hypocrite.
A Twitch streamer
Hypocrite.
telling somebody to use their brain. Spectacular.
I mean? Like,
If
that
it
is
was
a
a man,
grown-ass woman.
she wouldn't be saying
She
this.
specifically asked me to handle a certain way. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you know, I'll say this. I'm not gonna let my chat be filled with a bunch of people. I'm gonna just handle how I handle it. But, like,
Meaning
yo,
she's
use your
gonna
brain for a
block
second.
you if you
don't-
sit there and call her friend a pervert.
You know what I mean?
You support
it is what it
pedophiles,
is,
then.
but, like,
You support female pedophiles.
It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. And it's not is what it is on like some blanket. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but
You support
I handle
female
my business the way I
pedophiles.
handle my business because that's how I've always done it, and that's.
Don't
how
y'all
you need
find
to
it weird that there's
know
like
about it from my
seas of
side,
them
'cause
that are
I handle
teachers and
business
shit
when I
too?
need to.
Bro, what the fuck? Like, what are you even saying? Can you speak normally? Guys, is it just me, or do streamers have like a new language? She literally said so much there, while actually saying nothing at all. Goddamn, not even the Egyptians had this complicated of a language. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna handle my business. Yeah, talk about being like the most vague fucking way possible. Do you mean distance
Female
yourself
pedophile
from
protector.
your weirdo-ass friend who admitted to preying on someone younger? Or
Yeah.
no, does that not count as bad, as only specific other people count as
Sexist.
bad? Anyways, so then XQC calls her out for being a hypocrite.
I agree with him. She
I
is.
have to call you out on your shit. I have to call you out. You literally made a public statement about not wanting to be friends with Aiden or close to Aiden or whatever because of
Exactly.
I
They don't
don't agree
like
with what he
Aiden.
does, or what he says, or what he did in the past, whatever. So I gotta be hands off, whatever. You hear the most outrageous shit about somebody who's close to you, and now they gotta deal with it. But I will enjoy the comfort of the
Yeah.
status quo. Come on, bro. Listen, What I've been saying this for years, if you cash in a W to look good sometimes, it means you also cash in the L when you look bad.
Oh,
Yep.
every yin has a yang.
It is what it is. You cannot get it both ways. You can't, bro.
Well,
you can't
women, man.
try to appear a
Women.
certain way.
Holy
Ones like that
Socrates,
have that
back
whole,
at it
like,
again.
I'm gonna have my
true,
cake and eat
if
it
you
too.
cancel someone for being edgy or having these bad takes, that's fine, of course. You can distance yourself. But then when your friend gets exposed as this huge weirdo, then nothing, right? And I feel
Yep.
like this is so common with these streamer friend groups. They pretend to be like these virtuous, morally good people.
Oh, they are
my god,
not.
I'm going to cancel this person because
Literally,
they said
play
this
care
bad
with no
word.
plates.
They're not very woke. Oh my god. Oh, they're refusing to speak on politics. I hate them. But then the skeletons in their closet are like 10 times worse. And then it never matters. Then it's all cancel culture.
Yep.
Anyways, speaking of absolute hypocrites and regards, we got Mizkif going, demon time! I still remember when this regard got mad that I said Lakari potentially had illegal material on his PC just to cover my bases and, wait until I confirm the facts or whatever. But yeah, Mizkif here just wants to jump on anything, of course.
How can you possibly say the word potentially? He had a notepad with two different things. These guys do no research. He had a notepad with two different notepads. Are you kidding me? You're willing to defend and say potentially for that guy?
So anyways, then he started recounting a story of how every girl was like thirsting after him. These are basically all the Mizkif stories. Like, yeah, this is my 5th streamer girl that was just bouncing on my dick. Yeah, man, you're so cool. You're so awesome.
You mean,
wow.
oh,
You got
hey,
another
they're using
Kehoe
me to
streamer.
get clout so they can
So yes,
become
Senna
famous?
was grinding on my dick. It was very inappropriate. I was like, what the f? I looked at Bonnie. I was like, what the f? I didn't really care, chat. You gotta realize, she wasn't grinding on me. She was grinding on all of you. All right, my 40,000 viewers I had on Twitch. Bonnie really cared, and she's like, holy fuck, what the fuck, and who the fuck, like, turn this fucking music up. She's a fucking disgusting woman.
I swear they cloned these people in a laboratory where safety is the #1 priority because they all look the same, talk the same, act the same.
Okay, WestJet putting had. That is diabolical. The absolute fall off. Wait, I gotta be careful. He's gonna go, demon time. He's gonna call me a irrelevant slap tuber. We need to be like Mizkif. Get 1/10 of your views and then call them irrelevant. Back in my day, I used to have 40K viewers. But he's gonna be telling everybody that till the age of 85. Yeah, Emiru still had a little more, pal. Don't mention it or he will throw a plushie at you. But yeah, can somebody explain to me, how is this story even remotely related? I feel like this was just a story for Mizkif to brag about being this streamer who every EHO was just jumping on. Wow, man, you're so cool. Wow, you're so Chad. I mean, genuinely, this is so pathetic, man. Like, you've been sticking needles everywhere. We know this. You might have stuck one up your ass at this point. You really be covering every drama. You're actually trying to be like us now. You're trying to be like a slop tuber now, despite talking so much shit. But anyways, apparently the point was that they hated each other or something, and now they're best friends, and apparently they're all, like, clout hungry. I think we knew that already. I didn't think we needed to hear about them bouncing on your dick or grinding on you or whatever the fuck you were saying. You guys think he goes, demon time in the bedroom? He goes, demon time? Girl walks into the room, he goes, wait, babe, I need to go, demon time, demon time. God. Okay, I'm molting too much. I need to move on.
His current girlfriend slept with a minor.
What? Oh.
And how old was she when that happened? Wow. Holy shit. Saying allegedly. She just said this shit in 4K.
Yeah, there's no allegedly about it.
That WAV file, actually.
That's the thing that's driving me insane about some of these people is it's like they keep saying allegedly. It's like, no, there's no alleged about it. She literally claimed that she did that. There's no allegedly. She did it. So she's a fucking pedophile. I don't care if she was 18 sleeping with a 16-year-old, because the thing is, if it was an 18-year-old dude sleeping with a 16-year-old girl, all these female streamers and all these other people would be calling the dude a fucking pedophile. So that's exactly what she is. I believe in being fair and fucking equal, despite your gender, your religion, your fucking color of your skin, all that shit. If one thing is going to be applied to one group of people, it's going to be applied to all people. That's the way I view it.
Bro, we heard that Crispy is... There's no allegedly. Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? 18? She was 18.
Don't care.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like the way she was talking
Like,
about
I don't
it
care.
didn't help
She's
her
just
case either.
18.
She was talking about like getting Minecraft
Pedophile.
XP, and this might be her only opportunity to be with like
That's
a
even
minor.
worse.
This is like my only time to like have sex with somebody who's younger than me.
She was 22, not 18. These cucks lying to make it
Literally.
sound better. You already know the arguments that would come out for 18 and 16, right? Like they're both in the same high school, but 22 and 16, pretty sure that's a crime. We also don't know how
Yep.
old she really was because she hasn't said anything. She's been radio silent on this topic.
Right, so apparently she was super desperate to wipe off her past on the internet. She was like the super unhinged person, you know, had that whole cam girl stuff. But I feel like we all know that if this was a guy, this would be a way bigger story, right?
Oh, yes.
We literally had
And
an exact
that's where
example.
my point
the
is.
Call Me Carson guy who literally got canceled over his relationship, 19 and 17 or something. And I don't think he said any of this shit of like, oh yeah, I mean, this is my last opportunity to sleep with this person. Oh my god, they're
Yeah.
a minor. I took their virginity. Wow. And he was like an innocent, cute 16-year-old. Like, that just makes it way worse. I don't know.
Yep.
Anyways, I already don't like her after the old couple thing. That was just like piece of shit character already. And I really think that, like, it's really all the streamers. Like, one by one, every single streamer, even the person you think is the most innocent person ever, is just getting exposed, right? And that's what I've been saying all along. They're fake. They're fake pieces of shit, all of them.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. I highly doubt anybody's gonna care in like a couple weeks, you know? Now,
More likely, which is the sad fact. But that is more Pegasus. Go check his video out. Great video, like always. Go check out his legendary series. And keep an eye on my epic series, because I'm going to keep calling out all these stupid streamers. Doesn't matter if it's Hasan, doesn't matter if, like, Asmongold does something. Whoever they are, if they have some stupid takes that generally are hypocritical along the lines of also just retarded, I'm going to call it out. I don't care who it is. So, like, share, subscribe, spread the word, stay free America, and make sure you guys check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Catch you in the next one. Later, guys.